Hi everybody and welcome to Alicia Dianne Art. This is Studying the Masters. We're going to continue working on the Vashti Harrison piece because we are doing children's book edition. So remember, the book is Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o, and we're going to continue working with, here's my glove. We're going to continue working on that illustration. We're about, I want to say maybe halfway through, but we're going to just keep on moving and see how far we can get today. Today is, let's see, hold on a second. Let me see if I can switch my screen. There we go. So today is June 28th, 2024 as I speak. And it is a very, I want to say interesting day for the United States. I don't even know how much I want to really get into it, but I always have used this channel as not just for, I mean, it's obviously an art channel and it's predominantly for my art, but at the same time, I have always wanted it to be a place where I felt safe to just talk about different things that I might be feeling, different things that might be going on in my life or around me, different things that affect me, and certainly can talk about things that are really affecting me right now without even getting into what's happening in the country. I think there is a lot going on. I mean, wow, I can't even. And obviously, I'm talking about the debates last night. Um, it was really messy. I mean, that's all I can really say. It feels messy. It is messy. Uh, yeah, it's just a mess. It's a whole mess, and I'm trying to wrap my head around it this morning. I had a hard time sleeping last night. As I don't know, maybe a lot of people did. Um, it felt very stressful just to see that things didn't go as maybe some of us were hoping they might go. Um, and it's very discouraging. Oh God, it's really discouraging. I don't know how I feel right now. I just feel like I want to make sure that my passport is in order. I know that's a joke that a lot of people use. It's like, I'm leaving this country and don't want to be here anymore, and I don't want to leave my country, but man, I just feel a different type of discouragement today. And I don't know where you're at, but maybe you're feeling similar. Some people are pretty happy with the way that things went, depending on, like, you know, who you're. If you're voting for the Republican side, then you might be happy with the way things went. I'm not. I'm a lifelong Democrat, and I'm proud to say that. But I definitely feel like we need a different candidate for our party because the one we got right now is not gonna cut it. It's just a lot of people are in denial about it, but it's just not gonna cut it. It's not gonna win anything. So, I mean, we can keep on pretending everything is okay for as long as people, until, you know, the day after the election, but I think most of us can already tell that, you know, it's a wrap. We need to find some new strategies. So, that's how I feel. Hopefully that will be all I really need to say about that. But I want it to be, like I said, it should be a safe place to talk about, like, things that we feel, things that I feel that is happening right now. And if there's some discomfort in, you know, stuff that's going on, then we should be able to talk about it. But looking at seeing the New York Post cover this morning, I'm like, yep, that's sums it up. All right, so illustration. Back to the subject at hand. Um, I think I'm gonna be working on this one, and I will probably take a hiatus for a while after this. Not for too long, but just to kind of get myself, I think, grounded again. I feel like there's a lot going on, and I'm trying to figure out where to focus all of my energy. And right now, it's really kind of all over the place. So I might be taking a short break, but it just depends too, uh, on how things are continuously going. I'm seeing like an uptick a little bit in the channel, but at the same time, it still feels like there's a long way to go. I wish I could make things, on the scale that I would really like them to be, like with the cool editing and all of that sort of thing. I don't have any sort of a team that I'm working with at the moment, and I just wish I had the ability to like make my content like as strong as I would like it to be. I I feel like right now, like I can offer my drawing, and I love doing that. But I wish I could make it more. I think, I guess, on a scale that I feel like people expect nowadays from content creators. I know the art world is very accepting and welcoming, and I'm so grateful for that too. So I'm still like, but at the same time, I know that there's a level that I would like to be at where I don't know if I can take it there at the moment. Let's see. I did take off that glow. I might turn this down a bit so it's not as, because it felt like it was a little bit too much, the glow that I put on last week. So I did take it off after our session. Let's see. I think I would like to work on this floor that we have going on. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. I'm also like trying to figure out how to work with my graphic novel, because I talked about it before, but it seems like it's increasingly difficult for me to just work out time to just focus on the painting. Oops. I know it's been feeling more challenging. So I'm trying to think if I can just like maybe, and I don't know if anyone else is working on any independent projects as well, and they might have the same sort of thing where they feel like they've hit a plateau in their, I don't know if I want to call it like their creative process or just how they feel, but I'm kind of feeling the same way I was kind of debating in my head before, just like I'm not sure if the process that I'm using is the one I want to keep using going forward. So far it's just been in watercolor, and that's what's worked for me so far, but I'm just wondering if I would really rather go digital. And I talked about it before, and I even experimented a little bit before. But also I was like afraid of the change. So I know that had a bit of an impact. It's like afraid of changing what I was using for so long. And I definitely still feel that way. Like, but at the same time, I'm like, well, just, feeling unsure is not helping me either. So I feel a bit, I don't want to say stuck, but kind of feeling a little stuck. Oops. We are here and it's already almost 4th of July. And I want it to be a lot further along than I am at this point. But as I'm doing my children's book, the freelance project, I really am enjoying that process a lot more at the moment. I don't know if that's just like an indicator that maybe that's just what I should focus on right now. And I've been trying to debate and navigate that because I don't know, I'm finding that process really, I don't know if I want to say invigorating, but kind of. I think it's kind of feeling like more invigorating and fulfilling at the moment. Maybe it could be too that it's a little bit, I feel like I have a little bit more freedom in that. And that's something that I feel like I want to understand a bit better. Like, what is it that I'm feeling that makes me feel more free about it? What's this brush? I think I might try a couple of different brushes today. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I like this one. It's a little bit, it feels too tight. I'm going to go back to my Air and Blaze brushes and try some different pastels here. I don't think that's the one. Let's try a I'm gonna make it bigger. Let's see if that helps. I'm trying to allow for some diversity with with my brushes, so I'm not just stuck on one. But every time I try a different one, I'm like, yeah, I still like the other one better. Let's see. Like, I can see leaving that, but I think I still like the other one better. And let's see, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit too. Oh, look. All right, let's see. I want to go back to my other one. Just kind of place things a bit better. This brush is like, the stylus keeps on acting up. It like comes out of the socket or something. I've had it for a while. I want to say close to 10 years already. All right, let's see. Okay, kind of like how that feels. And I think I'll bring it around. And it gives it a little bit more of a carpeted type of feel. Okay, and what about the corner of the wall? I think I want to play with that a little bit. I believe it's right here. We grab a color. Start to blend it back a little bit. Get a little bit of a combination here. Let's see. Okay. I really wish that Elizabeth Warren would have made it this far, or Bernie. Please come back. I wish they had that. I loved Elizabeth Warren. I thought she was great. But apparently not too many people did. Not everyone, not enough people did. I thought she would have been amazing. I wanted her like over Hillary, over everybody. But what can we do? Okay. Give it a little bit of a slant. Okay, I'm not mad at this at all. I want to get some of that blue in here. Over on this side. Alright, I like that. Let's see what's next. I think I would like to I wonder if I should start tackling that ball of light. Let me see if there's anything major. Oh, there's a couple of things. Oh, the banister and the window. Let's see. Alright. Now I'm trying to find where that. This is it. Alright, so this will be it here. Alright. So let's take care of this banister. And it looks like it's already on the alpha lock, so I'm going to take this and make it much darker. Okay. Bring that down. Make that smaller. Alright, and I'm going to go in and make this a little bit brighter. The little highlights and a little bit more. Let's see how this works. I think I'd still like it to be more of an orange. One of the things that came up last night that I thought was, along with the many other people, I think, one of the things that came up was like the former president was mentioning like that the migrants are taking quote unquote black jobs, and I think a question arose of like, what exactly is this man thinking is a black job? I mean, I for one would like to know. I'm sure it's not considered illustrating or making art or cartoons or animation or children's books. It felt really insulting because you would think that in the age we live in, that this type of talk wouldn't be really happening anymore, but unfortunately it really is. And I'm going to take that lock off. And I want to go ahead and make I'm gonna go ahead and make the hold on. Is the cushion on here? Alright, so I need to make it below this layer. I wonder if I can just make it on the same as this. Probably. That might save me some layers. So I can just go ahead and put dresser, drawers, and window. Pane. I think it's peen. I think that's how it's spelled. Alright. Let's go ahead and put it here. I don't know. I do not have answers. So I don't even know where to return for answers because it seems like, oops, that's not what I meant to do. It seems very difficult for Americans to get like the full truth from the news nowadays or from any media outlet. It seems like none of them really have our best interests at heart on either side. It feels very much like it's just, you get pieces of the truth, but it feels like wherever it is, just you're not getting the whole truth, which is kind of scary because you would think that in this day it would be easy for most of the news outlets to give us all of the truth, but it doesn't feel like that's the case. Regardless, what do you do? I don't know. Don't know. And I'm just using this polygonal lasso tool to cut out like where I want my little window frames to be. And what I want to do here is make a new layer for the glass. And I'll just make that white. And I'll I'll just turn the opacity down like a lot. Well, that's kind of cool. It feels kind of glass-like. And let's see here, I'm gonna delete this part. And I need to make little window hinges. Alright. And let's see, maybe I'll just start adding some texture on here. Let's see. Get clipping mask. And I'll go back over here. Let me see. Make a smaller brush. And for here, I'll grab that and do a little bit of evening out. See. Okay. I'll add a little bit of highlight as well. Let's see. Take that color and let's make that a little bigger. Okay. Let's save it where we are. Okay. There's a ton of little stars out there, so maybe I should just kind of mess around. I think I have some type of a splatter brush. Ah, here we go. Let's see. And let's go ahead and put that. What's on this letter? Oh, okay, that's the window glass. Let me write that down. I'm gonna make another layer for the stars. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's too big. Way too big. Let's see. Oh, they're so close together. A little too close. That's not the splatter I need. I wonder if there's something else I can find. Maybe if I kind of... That's not bad. Let's see. I'm going to try and make some of them brighter. Okay, it's more than the original, but I'm not even mad at it. Let's see what we can do with that highlight. Oh, a hairy brush. That's kind of what I wanted for this. Alright, so there's a whole swoop, and I'm going to put it, I think, at the top. Let's see what happens. What's this? That's the highlight, so I'm going to name it. And let's see, so this one is going to be the light. And I want to kind of try and get the direction first. And I think it's all right for me to, let's see. Where does it end at? It ends like right in this area. And I think I'm gonna let it do its thing. Let's see. Before I try to correct it and make it exactly how I want it to be. It's gonna come through here. All right, let's try this. And you'll see what I'm going to do to kind of change it. Let's see what else we can do with this. I know it looks crazy right now, but it's not going to stay that way. Really give the process its time to process. And of course, I'm not going to leave it for her like that. I wanted to give her her space. I think it's going to come down more. So now I'm just trying to figure out the path I want it to take, the direction I want it to follow. And let's see if we can make it very small for this ending point. Sort of coming around. Alright, so let's add some color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this layer and let's get into some color. Some of these are warmer, some of them are cooler. Let's see. Some are brighter. Definitely in this area. You want to get super bright. And then this white in here. I'm going to do that probably on a whole nother level layer over there. Make this a little bit smaller. Let's get some neon in here, some light pink. And lighter in areas, and very light blue in some places. Let's see, some more of this pink color over here. blue. Let's try this as like a overlay. You know, soft light. We'll leave it as a linear light for now. And I'm going to fix this. Let's see. Let's see, I'm going to grab my and make that this bright color here. And I'm going to let that glow. Let's see. How I want to do this. I feel like I want to make it a little bit more let's try something with the splatter brush. To make this sort of a bright light. Feels better, and I want to get like some pencil in here. Let's try this one. I'll do another layer for that. For this, I don't know if this is the right brush I want. Maybe I want more of it. Let's see. I'm gonna go back over here and let's see. If I can get that to kind of sparkle a little bit more. I'm gonna take that yellow and make it lighter yellow, like a paler. So I think I'll go over that a little bit with the paler yellow. I love how chill this little girl is. I would be horrified, I would think. All right. Let's come in and add some little strands. And I think I want to make this a little bit more transparent. Alright, there should be like some bits and pieces of little glowing bits. What's this one? Okay. So let's see if I can. All right, let's see. I'll just name that one Sparkles. And let's see. I'm gonna see how big that is. That's kind of big. Should be like some. Looks like there's a motion blur at work on this one. So I'll do that when the time is right. I'll add a blur. Let's see. Sounds like there's geese outside. There's really something going on. There's like a bunch of colors, oops, coming out of here. Some yellow colors. Let's see. And let's try enter blur. Let's do a motion blur if they have it. Or gouache motion blur. There we go. Maybe at an angle. Doesn't have to be that extreme either. I think I want to do it like this and make it a little bit transparent. Let's try 40%. A little bit more. All right. You know what? I'm not too mad at this. Let's see. Hey, you know what? Never mind. Let's see. I think I want to just take our eye color and bring it down just a little bit, so it's not quite as bright. Oops. Let's see. Maybe I need to do it on this layer. And you know what? Let's see. Just a little bit of line on her. If you want, you can even add like some little where her fingers are, just so it's clearly enough to find. Hands. And if you're doing, of course, if you're doing your own original illustration, and you would, add whatever you feel like is needed. I would add my own details. I think I have a certain aesthetic that's a little bit different than this artist, but I can see where I would probably add my own things if I was doing this illustration from scratch. And she certainly has added things that I didn't add in here as a study. So you have to kind of play with, how much detail you want to add when you're doing a study. I want to get it pretty close to understand fully what the other artist is doing, but as far as like detail rendering, I don't feel like you need to go all the way out. You just want to get that basic understanding of what's happening so that you can then go ahead and go all out on your own illustrations. And in your own work. Because that's what it really is about, making your own work shine and be better as best as you could possibly make it. And using the tips and tricks that you learn from other artists to help you get there. And hopefully this little bit of a study has been helpful for you. If it was, go ahead and give it a like. Let me know in the comments if this video and the other videos in this series have been helpful. But I would love to know if you're getting what I hope you get from these, which is new insights into illustration and how you can grow. As an artist, as an illustrator, in your own craft, I just want this to be helpful, so hopefully it is. Alright guys, so that is the end of this study. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you use some of the tools and tricks that we've explored in this study towards your own illustration. I think it was a lot of fun, and I'm really happy with the final outcome, and I just, you know, definitely want to try a couple of things, and I'm working in my own work, but I definitely think this was a good one, and this was a challenge for sure. It had a lot of elements that I hadn't necessarily used in my own illustration, but I think that this was fun. So hopefully I hope that you enjoyed this studying the masters, and we will pick back up in a few weeks. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing the same study with children's book illustration, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of a hiatus, but like I said, I will see you guys fairly soon, so don't worry, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful 4th of July, and until I see you again, be grateful, live balanced, and be yourself. Okay? I'll see you next time. Bye bye.